What is up, guys? Zach in here, and I just got off of an amazing Discord call with all the amazing people in the Wholesaling Houses for Real Discord. It is my free Discord community where I talk all things wholesaling. It is the largest free Discord community for wholesaling real estate specifically. So you want to check it out, go to zachdiscord.com. I do these type of talks every single Friday, and let's get into it. So everybody, introduce yourself. Let everybody know who you are, what you're trying to do, and how it can help you guys out. So let's talk. So I've seen Joey on here. I've seen the big Ty, Mark, all you on here. So what's going on, guys?
Going on.
So DeAndre, I'm doing good, Isaiah.
Hey, Wholesaling.
Yeah, are you still doing that other deal that you were working on?
Oh, yeah. So I have a deal in Dayton, and this person is going through probate, and we got a price. But then once I literally just about to give her the agreement and everything, she just said, okay, I got to go look it over with my attorney. My attorney has to see it. So I'm just like, okay. And then, yeah, the attorney was calling me back, but I'm pretty sure they're going to want more out of that agreement or something, the purchase and sales agreement. So I have no idea if that's going to work for the probate. The attorney's going to like look it over and be like, because they also said that they wanted me to email them the offer too. Yeah, so that's where I was just pretty like shook on. So do you think that purchase and sale that you have, that you guys give out, is good enough?
It's good enough legally. But I mean, obviously, you got to remember this too, that like every attorney is always going to have a problem with the contract, no matter how you write. Like even if another attorney wrote the contract, they ain't going to like it, right? Mm-hmm. Most attorneys, they want to get some value of what they do, right? That's kind of the point here, right? So if I have my attorney write up a contract, I give it to your attorney. He's going to say, well, it's good or it's legal, right? Give me $700. You're going to be mad, right? Like, what? And so he's going to say, well, you should change this, this, and this, and this is why you should pay me $500. So that's how the attorney game works. Now, the favorite word of attorney is silencio. There we go, Alejandro. All right. So okay. I got to mainly get you guys on here. But basically, I wouldn't be in a word. If I do a good probate deal, I'm going to have the bar contract. So in Ohio, usually the Toledo bar has a pretty good one, and that's kind of the one that we like.
Okay. Yeah, I was just looking at that then. I remember, I don't remember where I heard this from before, but it might have been you guys, but I think it was like, I could just ask the title company for like a regular kind of purchase and sale. Would that work too? But it has like an ability to like assign it on there and all that stuff? Like just for the state?
You got to remember this though. How it works is like some of them are just going to use a realtor contract. Like in New Jersey, there's no like bar contract. There are, but like it's really like you have to be an attorney or a legal realtor to do it. So you can ask the title company too, but you just got to make sure press Command F or Command J if you're on a PC, and just click assign or assignability, and it'll automatically pop it up in there.
Okay, that's perfect then. Just give them a call back tomorrow.
Yeah, as long as you can do it, you're pretty much good to go.
All right. Thank you.
Of course, man. No worries. All right. Now we got some more people in here. So I don't want everyone to be shy here. This is a good opportunity for everyone to get deals done, talk to other people about JVing and everything like that. So I see some familiar faces. Some people are always on here networking and talking at all hours of the day, it seems like. But I like to see that. So if you're somebody that hasn't talked to me or who has a question that's never talked to me, come hang out and talk and see what we can do. We got some other guys in here. Shout out to Aaron. I don't know if Aaron's working right now, but he's a good closing guy. We got Evan on here. Look at that.
No, I'm off, Zach. I actually stopped in to say, hey, I hadn't been on in like a good while.
No worries. Just seeing how it's doing. We're going to with Aaron too. So love seeing that and getting it going. So
no, Rick was right about once you start closing on properties and starting to flip them and stuff, like the marketing kind of stops a little bit. But
it's tough, man.
Me and Luke is doing some marketing together in a different state. I got 2 properties I've done bought and working on flipping, and I'm buying another one Monday by a private money lender. The appraisal amount, so the guy had an appraisal done on his house so he could refinance, but his credit was too bad and he's in like a tough situation. And I'm getting it for $155. I think 8K is what the contractor quoted me, and then I'm gonna put it back on the market.
Dude, that's money right there. I love that. When you start leveling up more in real estate, it gets tough because like the only thing you can't level up is the amount of time you spend. And that's the game I think you're playing. I think that's the game. I mean, I've been playing this game forever. of like, how do I make more money but work the same? And that's hard. That really is hard. Because I automatically just want to keep going. But man, it's impressive what you've been able to do with a job. I think that's probably the most impressive part about you.
So,
like, I mean, look at Luca, right? Like, Luca's doing his thing, but like it's full time, right? What you're doing with a job, probably it's insanely impressive. And so I don't think you get the credit for that either.
Yeah, well, I'm actually on my way home from work now, but we're actually looking at selling our personal home and downsizing, and that's going to stick about $150K in my pocket as well. So I'm slowly getting to where I can like remove myself from that place, and it's hard to even just take that step to jump out of it, but downsizing and getting to where I can. And I don't know how y'all level up as far as getting projects done and you still continuing to market and everything, but I need to figure that out. And then I probably can do that without a job. So
it's tough. I would say what we've done really good is have basically handyman do 90% of the work. And then when it comes to like actual legit stuff, we have the professionals in there. But we don't buy houses that like need professional work, like structural damage or massive remodeling. Like I'll have my handyman, they'll do the flooring, right? They'll do the painting. They'll do pretty much all of it, right? And there's certain things where they're not really good at, like pools, like anything pool related. I don't let them do. Nothing with a roof, nothing with a leak. But like, I mean, basic stuff. Like they're elite, bathrooms, master, like just making an ugly house look nice just to put it back on the market to flip, or good enough to put it up as a rental. And I think that's kind of the secret me and Rick kind of found with that is once you get into Mr. Construction, man, it ain't going to work. And that was the biggest problem I had with A&E when they tried to get me to do a show is they didn't like how I did things. Like I only put the amount of work in a house for me to make the most profit, not to make it look sexy or great or sell it for the most. It's ROI, ROT.
Yo, Zach, not to switch topics or anything, but do you have any advice on pulling government lists? I've had like no luck at all.
Yeah, hold on. Let me see.
I appreciate it, Zach.
There you go. We'll talk soon, man. But now Aaron's a good guy. Anything Louisiana, go after him. So what was that question? Who asked it?
Yeah, my name is Vinny. I recently just joined. I work construction full time. I do remodeling with my dad. So we get some good leads. So I figured I'd try wholesaling and all that. But I've been trying to pull government lists, but I've had no luck. Every county I call just says that they don't keep records. So
there we go. Hey, I see some people talking. If you let me know in the chat who's talking, I can mute them or just mute for everyone. Hold on. Somebody's talking to grandma right now. All right. There you go. Say again. So you're struggling to find government lists, right?
Yeah, I'm calling and they're saying that they don't even have the information that I would have to provide them with like an address for them to give me any information on it.
Okay, what county is it?
So I'm in the Boston region. So I've been doing New Hampshire because Mass is kind of tricky for wholesaling some stuff.
We're in New Hampshire.
So I've been doing New Hampshire. Let me pull up the counter. Like Manchester, New Hampshire.
Dude,
I forget the exact county.
On Manchester, man. I found the amount of buyers I didn't even know Manchester was good for wholesaling, dude.
Oh my God. It's really up and coming for like just at a market in general. I'm over in like North Shore area of Mass, but
so how far is that
really
from you?
Up and coming.
So how far is that one from you?
Manchester?
Yeah.
Probably about an hour, I would say. Like no traffic, can get there in about an hour.
Yeah, it's a good market. So what list do they want you to get the address for individually?
So I've just been trying to find like any code violation lists. I tried first around me. So like Boston, Chelsea, Revere, things like that. I didn't get any luck. I tried Springfield for Mass because like Western Mass is kind of what I feel like is better, a little bit better for wholesaling than where my area. But I've just feel like I'm going in circles because I'm asking them. And they're like, oh yeah, we have, you have to provide me with the address and then we can give you if there's any code violations for that address.
Oh yeah,
so
this is easy. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Yo, sorry to interrupt, but Springfield, Mass is super easy. You can literally just go online and pull it.
Dude, I've been telling
Springfield,
man.
That's Springfield's easy
too.
Okay. Did you try any other markets around like any New Hampshire?
You know, a good market too.
No, no. So I did Springfield and I did Providence. Providence is pretty easy to get code violations too.
Okay, I was trying to do Providence today.
Yeah.
Also consider Worcester over there. That's a good market too. So it took me 2 years to learn how to say it the right way, but Worcester.
In Worcester?
Oh, Worcester, yeah.
It's a good area, man. But basically, what I like to do is I request the tax rolls, which is basically a list of every property in the county. And then I do the tax roll of 40,000 properties. Say, check all of them and tell me which ones have a code violation on them. Oh, wait, what? I'm going to have to go through each property address and tell you? Or you just give me the list.
Yeah, dude, it's like pulling teeth sometimes. Like, I get it. I understand because, they're probably, but some of them don't got anything else to do. I don't understand why it's such a tough thing.
Employees, man. And so all I'm saying is basically just give them a list of every property in the city and say, check this one, because like we could play this game if you want, right? I can give you I can give you 40,000 emails, or you just give me the list because you have the list with you.
Yeah. So you think that like most counties have a list of all the code violations for sure, right?
Homeboy, they do. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I know. Dude, you'd be surprised how many people told me we don't even have that list. Okay, I'm like, I do, right? I just been like,
I say this. I say, okay, well, and then I usually spit out a property that I own and where I've gotten code enforcement violations on. And I say, okay, I'm saying this. So I own my house, and then I give my address to the lady, right? And I say, if I don't cut my grass, will code enforcement come and give me a fine? They said, yes. I said, okay, well, how do you know after 2 months if I paid that fine or not? They say, well, you'd have to come by and submit a law, blah, blah. You know what? They give you the whole yap. And then I say, well,
yeah, there's a troll in here.
Yeah, hold on. There we go. And that person paid for Discord Nitro too. You're paying to troll. That's crazy. You paid money to troll me.
Guru. That's when you know you're doing something right, Zach.
Okay. But basically I say, okay, well, if I cut the grass and then tell you, hey, I cut the grass, don't find me anymore. I say, what do you do? They say, oh, we don't find you anymore. But how do you know? They're like, well, do you memorize all the properties? Well, we have a database system. Oh, so you have a database system of people who haven't paid and are in violation, currently not in violation. Like, oh, well, yes. Can I get that list? Oh, you're looking for the gazpacho list because they have some weird name for it, right?
Right.
Easy. And so I know it sucks to say, but like you have to do this rigmarole with them.
And
water shut off, same thing. Hey, if I stop paying my water bill, do you shut my water off? Yes. Well, how do you know if I'm paying or not? Well, we have a list of people who are not paying. Give me that list.
Right. So just kind of take it a step deeper with them. Don't just because I mean I was the first couple I kind of did that. I was like, so you don't have any list? And they were like, nope, we don't have any list. Like you have to give us a property address.
Because what I
was like, all right, man.
I say, hey, can I go to the local newspaper and say, hey, you don't have to cut your grass anymore. It's free. No more code violations. Code enforcement disbanded for the city.
Right.
Do that. Why not? You're not even collecting data anymore, and you're not finding anyone. We're finding people, right?
I know. But I was kind of going where you said, like, don't being a dick doesn't get far. I was trying to be nice, but I guess being nice and just hanging up doesn't get far.
I told my local water company in Port St. Lucie, I said, I told the manager, I said, can I tell this to PBF News? I said, the St. Lucie Times, can I tell them that nobody has to pay their water bill anymore? They won't shut your water off? Because I can go right now to the editor. They're like, whoa, don't put that out there. Why? You just told me. The scoop of the century, Well, we have a list. And so you just have to, I know you don't want to be a jerk, but sometimes you kind of have to.
Yeah. No, I get it. I appreciate the advice. I'm probably going to give them some hell on Monday, see if they can give me some lists.
I'm telling you, man. And the reason why I'm saying that is you're in such a good market, you need to. That's the best way I explain it.
Yeah, right. I mean, because I have not batch leads. I have deal machine.
Yeah.
So I have some lists, but in my head, I'm like, okay, everyone that has deal machines or batch leads probably have these lists too. So if I take a little bit more time, do a little bit more digging and get those lists that maybe someone doesn't have. I just hired my first VA as well, so we'll see how it goes.
There we go. Love to see it, man.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
And what was your name one more time?
Vinny.
Vinny? Well, nice to meet you, Vinny.
Nice to meet you, Zach. I've been watching your videos for a little bit. I appreciate everything.
I love it. One thing I'll tell you is go into the chat, let people know who you are. That's the best way to get.
Hey Zach, what's up?
Hold on, let me. I gotta ban somebody real quick.
Not an issue, man.
Man, we're getting a little bit of trolls here. We had a Nancy Pelosi insider trader. That's a good one. Just let me know in the chat. That's the easiest way to do it. But like, these gurus, they try me, but it's all good. So all right, what else? Let's keep talking. Let's keep this party rolling.
Yeah,
Zach, similar to that. Actually, I'll let him go. Sorry.
I got like the world's quickest question here.
Yeah.
So apparently it's a controversial question. In every single one of your videos talking about SMS texting, you have that specific script. Hey, is this the owner of 123 Main Street? Drove by that property. Had a quick question for you.
Yes.
Apparently, you can't say the word owner in that first text because you will get a low deliverability rate. What do you think about that?
You ready?
Is that true, or should we not say the word owner?
So you have to test it. When I do owner, even in launch control, I don't get any deliverability issues. Now, if you do, another script to do is this the Baker residence? So if your name's John Baker, is this the Baker residence? Oh, that's how you can do it. Like, what sales guy says that? Not really, right? And so it kind of throws you off. Hey, John, is that I went over to your place at 123 Main Avenue? That's personal, right? That's a personal thing to say, right? Mm-hmm. And so you just gotta switch it up a little bit, but usually you do that, it's good.
Not.
Oh yeah, here to help, man.
Zach, I had a question about the probate list. So I've been having some trouble with that. I've been reaching out, but they said they don't have that list. I don't know how
I mean, I can do this again. This is always an easy one.
You're saying the same thing.
You do the same thing. Like, hey, if somebody dies, how do you know who the house goes to?
How would that?
Legit, you just have to ask that question. Tell me, lady. Then they're going to say, well, I don't know. We have to talk to the city attorney. Well, talk to the city attorney and get back to me. They're all going to say it has to go through probate because that is how the Constitution, every state constitution has probate laws, right?
Got the power to mute everybody.
There we go.
Yeah,
the lady talking about muting, everyone's screaming about it. But no, you just got to ask when somebody dies and they own property, what happens? Does the state just get the house themselves? Like, just ask. We call it playing stupid. And I've been doing this a lot. And I've always been doing this, man. Sometimes when you're strong, you have to appear weak. And when you're weak, you have to appear strong. And learning how to do that the right way works well. Because you're armed with a lot of information. But sometimes you got to play a little stupid to get the right info out.
Yeah. For specifically, so my virtual market, like Shelby County and Memphis, because I had some buyers there. And it said, hi, we do not generate a list that would provide any information like that. You would have to view all our cases and see which one fit you are looking for. You can do this by, and then blah, blah, blah.
Okay. Can I get the court dockets for all the probate cases? Court dockets have to be posted.
Yeah.
They legally have to be posted. You have to post court dockets. I have to know where little Timmy's court case is going to be. They don't make it a secret, right? Because we live in a pretty good society when it comes to laws, and you can do whatever you want against juries and do all this. But like, if somebody is being, I don't know what that was. If somebody is being arrested and they go to a court of their peers, they have to show you what room the person is so you can watch it and witness it and know what's going on with your government. And the same thing happens in the probates. Oh my Lord.
Pull the probates in New Jersey. I think I just walked into the surrogate's office, walked upstairs and asked for it, and they just gave it to me.
Yeah, that works too. Also, you can request the PDFs. They love doing that because they know no one's going to do it. Just put it into Gemini and boom, it's already done for you.
Yeah, I want to do that.
Simple as that. There we go. Awesome. There you go, Evan, out here.
Hey, Zach, if you're in like Palm Beach County, because I think you're in that area, can't you just pull them online?
Oh yeah, you can do Palm Beach County online easy.
So the problem is that a lot of the documents for Palm Beach County are like not actually listed. There's no documents attached to them, or they say you have to physically go to the office.
Yes.
It's like when
certain laws in Florida, all you need is the name. That's all you need. Because then you cross-reference the name with the property appraiser. And as long as their name's not like John Smith, you're pretty much good to go.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Hey Zach.
Yeah.
Hey man, I have two questions. So I actually have this deal in Beaumont with a contract. I sent it to your it's called Sell My Paper. I haven't got a response back. But But another thing, I was talking to a realtor to taking your advice to find a buyer in Houston. And he said he was questioning me about the repair costs. And I followed your formula about, I think it was like 1,200 feet through 15K and whatnot. And, I went through that way. He was saying, how did you figure that out? And I didn't want to, just for the sake of talk, I didn't want to be like, hey, Zach told me to do that. So what can I say to legitimately say that, this is what I'm estimating so that I can get this deal done?
Yeah. So I want to make this very clear for everybody. And I was talking to a young lad named Trevor today on Discord, and he was telling me about this. I sometimes get flack from people because my repair cost chart is super simple, and a lot of people think that is gospel. Like that's gospel. And if you understand how renovations and repairs work, it's not gospel, right? Like it's controversial to say, but like that chart, I don't use it in my own company. The reason why I don't use it in my own company is because in my own company, we can calculate like that what repairs are, right? Like
Hey Alex, this is Kevin Valdivia. I hope you're doing well. I'm reaching out because I'm interested in your property at 123 Maple Street.
Okay. That sounded like a half.
That was crazy.
half troll, half not. We'll put him in timeout. He'll come.
No social cues at all.
Yeah, we'll put him in timeout. His name is Bot Boy with an I. Okay, so all right,
Zach, you should probably set up a stage for the next closing table.
So I want to do a stage, but I don't because I'm here for like an hour, and then I want you guys to hang out and talk together. And a stage.
Yeah, I got you.
I don't believe in stages. If you ever come to any live event I've ever do, and everyone who came to a live event can tell you, I don't have a stage. I feel like a stage separates you from as a have or have not, right? And I hate that about real estate events. Hey, we're on the top, you're on the bottom. I like something where everyone's on a leveled playing field. The way I look at it is, look at everyone on here, right? You see Xavier, Zed, Yosef, Jillian, Jetton, all these guys. Like an hour of their time is just as valuable as an hour of my time. And if you equate how much money you make to how valuable somebody's time is, it's not. I don't believe in that. Everyone's a human being, and an hour of somebody's life is just as valuable as somebody else's life. And when you start having stages and like that, no.
1 point.
Like, yeah. Like I'm kind of leading the talk here, but like that's for it. And then when I'm gone, you guys are all hanging out together, right? That's the point. And so yeah, I think a stage would be cool, but I mean a stage is my YouTube lives, right? Like this is a master. This is people talking together. So
I have a question.
Well, I want to answer the first question first. Let's go back here. Who had that original question I talked before I went on another tangent?
Yeah, it was me, Joshua.
Okay, Joshua. So you had the deal in Belmont. So what was your question again? Sorry. I can rant forever.
So the AR.
Oh yeah. Okay. So if you're going to talk to him, say, hey, that's just a guesstimate. I just guess it roughly just so I get the right numbers. The problem with that chart is it's not going to give you exact on what flooring, roofing, and all this stuff is. And I pretty much have to make a repair cost sheet for every place in the country. If I made Miami, I can make them. The Miami one won't work in Oklahoma. The Oklahoma one won't work in New Hampshire. That's the problem. It's for you guys to guess. And the point is, you're supposed to lowball the snot out of the seller so it doesn't matter. And really, the repair costs don't matter because the buyer's going to calculate his own repair costs. I estimated around 35 grand. To say that, hey, it's based off of what it needs. I don't know what your calculation of ARV is. I don't know if you're trying to rent this out or flip it. So you have to do your own repair cost estimate. But at the end of the day, man, you're selling a contract. You're not selling the house. So the contract's at this price. Yes or no, right? It's not saying, hey, I know you're selling this apple at Walmart. Where did the apple get sourced from? And what was the soil? It's just an apple. It's $2. Yes or no? That's how free markets work.
Okay, that makes sense. And the second one was, how long do I get would I hear back from Sell My Paper when I submit an offer to you?
So I got it.
The other day before.
There we go. I meet this guy. If it's in Belmont, Florida.
No, Beaumont, Texas.
Would have been in there. We do a lot of Houston. You should have got an answer within a week. Did Devin reach out to you there?
No one reached out to me. I actually have two. After that, I have another deal in Beaumont. So yeah, I want to submit both those deals because I'm having.
Support.com and let me look at it. Most likely, I'm just being honest with you. Most likely, when you don't get an answer back, we have an automated system saying, "Hey, it's not working. It needs to be at this price." That's how the system's supposed to work. Sometimes goes into spam. Sometimes check your spam on your Gmail. But if you didn't get it, probably had a little error on it with the Twilio because we use Twilio and some texts don't get delivered because it hits the thing. So we're working on the systems like this too. When you're trying to do thousands of deals a year, JVs, it's hard to scale that out from there. So most likely it didn't pass because if we found it as a deal, you would have gotten a call. So I'm not trying to give you a stupid answer.
Yeah. Okay. So just resubmit if I don't see it in a week.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
Who is it? What's the name on there?
I think it's AZ.
AZ? It can't be AZ. AZ just burped. Oh, it's Josh. Joshua?
It's Joshua.
There we go.
Okay.
Made it a lot easier. See, just tell everyone in there, put it in the chat. Makes it a lot easier because we got a lot of people in here, right? So, yeah, I would do support at flipbook.com and send me the deal and I'll see it. We'll check it.
I got a question when you get a chance, man.
Yeah. What's going on? Hello.
My name is Jesse, and I've been a reseller on eBay for the past 5-6 years, on and off. But we just discovered wholesaling, and I'm in Arizona. I did hear and read up that Arizona has a new law that we're supposed to hand the seller a paper stating that we are wholesalers. So I'm not sure if you know that or anyone in AZ, but I'm not sure if it's just a blank paper where I say I'm a wholesaler in the state of Arizona, or does it have to be like a legalized paper? Which I can't find any information online.
Do me a favor, buddy. Can you unsubscribe to every real estate YouTube channel that you watch that's feeding you these lies?
It's okay.
Sure.
I can do that.
Is it on my?
I mean,
do I tell you to go do that?
To you because I've listened to some of the guys and they don't make sense to me.
So, but
like,
hold on. Who's telling you this?
Okay,
it's not.
So
me.
when I went to no. I listened to your channel and through your advice is how I'm getting. So I went to try and look up the laws in Arizona, and it states it there.
Okay, pop it up and let's go together, because I know the law word for word. So I want you to read it with me, though.
Okay, I can do it like in a second. Give me a second.
Yeah, give me a second. I want to hear it.
Yeah, let me just.
You said you have to.
And then after that, could I ask you a question?
Yeah, let me ask you a question while he pops it up.
Okay, so tomorrow I'm gonna go door knocking, and it was just the script. I'm gonna keep it simple. It was just knock on the door. Hey, my name is Xavier. Are you the owner of the property? They say yeah. Well, then are you interested in selling it for a cash offer? And that'd basically be it.
Yeah.
Is that okay?
I would frame it a little better. Hey, my partner and I are looking to buy a couple more houses in the area.
Okay.
It gives you a lot.
Hey, me and my partner.
Gives you a lot more authority. I would have a buyer if you can have a buyer. That make your life a lot easier.
Yeah.
You can use me as a partner. I mean, the price always has to work for me, but I'd buy anything as a rental for cash.
Okay.
Me and Rick always do that. Okay. And you got people in here that I've bought in deals from for cash and rent them out.
Yeah.
So I do it. So you can say that. But having a little more authority, it gives you a little more confidence. And the best part about it is right at my house. Well, Zach gave me a list. He told me this might be a good rental for him. Then you can blame.
Okay, there you go.
Hey, would you consider buying anything in Sarasota? Sarasota, good area in your opinion?
No, I ain't gonna do Sarasota. The problem is Sarasota is a decent market, but the appreciation's not there, and the population. We look at population growth.
I mean, yeah, a lot of retirees and stuff like that.
Dude, I mean, look up Sarasota population. It's been flat since 1990. Like legit, look, it's been flat. I like growing populations because the more demand in the market, real estate goes up. Heck, the rentals I have in Port St. Lucie, man, I've been able this is a bad soundbite, but I've been able to increase rents by like 90% over the past 2 or 3 years. Like that's all equity for me of these rentals that I've been buying forever.
What about like Northwood and stuff like that? Northwood is okay?
I have to look it up. I have to do my research, but like, I mean, like, let me show you. I wish I had a chart here. If you look, I have it on Google right here. It shows you the Fort Myers chart. Like Fort Myers just jacked up. That's a good market, right? And so like Sarasota is just like, it's not a hot market, man. Even through Naples. Now, if we're talking Tampa, St. Pete, Lutz, Lakeland, like those are hot, right?
Yeah.
Sarasota, dude, like it's not exciting. And I look for the appreciation, man, because like most of the money I make in real estate is not from rental income, dude. It's appreciation because it's Florida. And the rent's going up. I can't really jack the rents up in Sarasota. Same thing in the country, man.
Yeah, because there's nobody moving there. I agree. I get
like, you. Dude, who's going to buy a house in Western Pennsylvania for a rental? I'm not even saying that to make like
nobody.
Who wants to buy rentals in Youngstown, Ohio? Like they're dying cities. I hate to say that, but like it's true. And so real estate's becoming more speculative for landlords. And I hate to say it, but like it's true. I like to go in this other type of markets. What kind of feedback here? Hello. Who's it? Yeah, we'll figure it out. But yeah, help you out. All right. Jesse, did you get the law?
I appreciate that, but
no worries, man. Jesse, did you get the law? All right. Well,
give me a second. I'm looking at it.
I'll
I apologize.
pop up.
Yo, Zach, I was about to
Zach.
the name.
Let me read
Okay,
it
no,
real
when you guys go, already can talk to me.
HB
Go ahead, go ahead.
2747 Arizona. Okay. Let me pop it up. HB 27. Okay. Let me put it in the chat for everyone too. Let's go in the chat for everyone in there. Okay. So let's go word for word. Let's scroll down to a wholesale buyer of residential real estate shall disclose in writing to a seller that the buyer is a wholesale buyer. Okay. Well, what's a wholesale buyer? Line 28. A wholesale buyer means a person or entity that enters into the purchase contract for residential real estate as the buyer and assigns that same contract to another person or entity. So that means if you buy it, let's read it again, 28. That means if you enter into a purchase contract for property as a buyer, and then you assign it, you have to give the disclosure. Well, if you go in there as a buyer, as everyone does, you don't have to do no disclosure. You can do the assignment, and then maybe do disclosure when you do the assignment, but there's no penalty for this. Like it's great. You shall do a disclosure. Now, what is the penalty on this law if you don't give a disclosure? Jail time? Is there $1,000? Do you lose your assignment? Let's read what the penalty of this law is. Okay. If a wholesale buyer violates this section, line 16, the seller may cancel the contract prior to close. Oh, that's scary. So you're telling me if I write a regular contract, I intend to double close, and then at the end I do an assignment. You got to remember. Let's read line 28 here. A person that buys it and assigns the contract. Theoretically, signing an assignment of contract is not valid till EMD is put in. You can write your assignment of contract where the EMD is not valid till closing, and they can cancel the contract, but you're at closing day, and maybe you can't cancel when the thing closes. And so the law is so stupidly written that like it doesn't mean anything. Like it's there to scare people. It doesn't do anything, in my opinion. And they make the penalty so bad, like such a joke, that if you're intended to double close the entire time and then you assign at the last minute, there's nothing you can do.
Yeah, so I kind of thought that's what I meant. And I just thought I would ask you a little bit more, but it wasn't something that was stopping you from going forward. Just something I'd rather just ask you. You know?
No, I appreciate you asking. I'm asking like how, like who told you that you have to do a disclosure? Because like it's so stupid. You know, you can write a disclosure, but like disclosures don't mean anything. You got to remember that the number one disclosure of all time is signing over a deed. That's a disclosure. Hey, I'm giving my deed to this other buyer for exchange for money. I disclose that I agree to give up the deed for the money. That's as much disclosure as you need in real estate. Simple as that.
Can't you just double close and be done with it?
What?
Can't you just double close because you actually paid
you can
for
double
it and then
close,
you
but
sold
like
it?
you don't have to double close either. You can just wholesale. Like I don't have to write a disclosure when I buy apples that I know that apples have a trace amount of cyanide. If I eat enough, I'm gonna die. If I eat 1,000 apples, right? I don't just sign that disclosure. It's already put that I bought the apple. Like I know what I'm doing. You know, it's so stupid. But no, I get not freaked out, but like it's stupid to me when people say you have to. Because when I look at have to, it's like the law is pretty black and white that there's no loophole, there's nothing you can do, there's penalties, have to, right?
Right.
And so
I guess they're just acting in good faith, kind of. It doesn't really like a necessity.
It's not even good faith, man. Like you can just how is the seller here's the cool part. The law is written so badly that you can just get around it. It's so funny.
Yeah, right.
It's so what
if
I mean
they
by
cared,
this,
they would actually
let's do this.
have
Let's play devil's
repercussion.
advocate. I tried, like, I'm the seller and I want to get out of this deal, right? I can cancel it whenever I want. I have to prove that John Smith assigned.
We close in like 10 minutes. Yeah, 10 minutes.
No, this isn't even the thing. You have to prove that I signed it.
The Fox Theater parking structure on Fairmount Boulevard. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, who's this?
Bro, how is this happening and happening again and again?
I have a question.
I know, but hold on. I'm trying to figure out who that was. All right, no big deal. Okay, what I mean is the seller has to prove that you assigned the contract. How are you going to prove it? I can go to your house and find the document. You're not going to know until you literally have to sign the deed over.
Right.
And if you have a blind HUD, which isn't illegal,
I was asking.
you never know.
We have a fire damage property that we're probably closing next week.
Yeah.
And I talked to the seller and he knows we're gonna host, so it's no big deal. So it's I just wanted to know for my,
If he knows, then yeah, do the.
I'm sorry.
If he knows, then do the disclosure.
Yeah, because I talked and yeah, I would still do a disclosure. I'll still give them a paper saying that we're a wholesaler. I just didn't know if it had to be like a legal document or anything like that. I mean,
Yeah, I believe Arizona does have the document if you want to do that stupid disclosure, which I don't think anyone should do. But
yeah,
they have the disclosure on there.
yeah, and he's super cool with it too. Like he doesn't want much of anything for the house. And yeah, I just wanted to ask, man.
Yeah.
The disclosure is somewhere that we can have it.
It's probably on the Department of Real Estate for Arizona. It's somewhere on there.
He put it in the chat, and it's only for Arizona right now. But thank you, Zach. I mean, I watched you guys' YouTube channel and the waiting for me
thing. But no, man, I appreciate it. I just when people say you have to, I'm the type of guy when you say I can't do something, I do it. And when people tell me I can't wholesale in the state and then I do multiple checks legally with an attorney, I it's like what? It just drives me crazy. And I got 50 HUDs in South Carolina right now of people doing deals there, but I'm here to talk about that. So all right.
Hey,
so,
Zach.
Yeah.
How would you go about getting EMD for like a high? Like, so let's say a seller asks for like 5K plus EMD. How would you go about making the buyer kind of pay for that on the purchase and sale? Like, would you say like EMD is not valid until closing or something?
You can do EMD valid 10 days after the signed contract.
Okay.
Or 15, 20. I mean,
that's perfect then.
The contract's agreement between two people. You put whatever you want in between. Now, is that a legally binding one? You have to write in there, right? So some contracts are not legally binding because they're just too crazy, right? There's some contracts get thrown off in court, like, hey, I agree to rent out the property for the next 5,000 years for $1, and you're under duress, and you can throw that out, right? Like most contracts are legally binding.
Okay, that's all I wanted to know. Thanks.
Oh, yeah. No worries.
Hey, Zach, do you buy properties in Dallas? Turnkey properties that cash flow?
So I probably would not. I'll just wholesale those in Dallas. Unless the cash flow like stupid. Unless they stupid cash flow, then yeah, I'll do it. But there's so many buyers there. I mean, I would do a Luca in Dallas. I know some other guys there if you need help with it. Are you looking to wholesale a deal there?
Yeah, I actually have a portfolio. It's about 50 properties. Most of them are. Come again?
You own those houses?
No. I'm looking to wholesale. It's someone else owns it. I'm just trying to wholesale it.
That's great. That's a good deal then.
Yeah, and it's not all sub 2. I mean, I'm still talking and trying to get some of it under subject 2, but most of it is pretty decent, and the whole portfolio is $4 million, and it's 50 properties. Most of them already rented out.
Okay, same seller?
Yeah, same seller.
I mean, what I would tell you to do, my man, is I would do one deal to prove trust, and find a really big buyer to buy the rest.
Okay, so like one deal to basically just wholesale, and then.
Your name?
Can you hear me?
Yeah. What's your name?
Hello. Yeah, my name is Singh. Singh.
Nice to meet you, Singh. My name's Zach.
Appreciate it.
Do you know how to eat an elephant?
No.
You want me to tell you?
Sure.
You eat an elephant one bite at a time.
Yeah.
So how do you take a 50 portfolio? You do one property at a time, right? I can't eat an elephant in one sitting, right? But like that's how you do it.
Yeah.
Simple as that.
You got some crazy analogies, bro. I like it.
Old people have been saying that to me forever. I don't want to hear it.
Hey, Zach.
But
I just have one last thing. I'm really sorry. Hey, Zach, would you be down to JVing on those deals?
In Dallas? Yeah.
Okay. Should I just DM you, or how should I reach you?
DM me, but honestly, man, like there's a lot of good guys in here in Dallas I'd probably rather you work with because I just want them to get paid. I don't, they're very, but are you living in Dallas?
No, I'm in California. This is all.
I would deal with someone like Luca. There's another guy I can get connected with too. His name's Nathan. He does 7 figures wholesaling. He's legit. I'd rather get an actual boots on the ground guy in there.
Okay.
Because it just makes your life a lot easier.
You said his name is Nathan?
Yeah, there's another guy's name's Nathan. Or you go Luca. And there's so many guys in Dallas. There's another girl, her name's Jen. She's really good too. Like, man, the amount of people that I've helped make a lot of money in Dallas, it's crazy. And I'm just trying to help these people out because they give me a stupid amount of deals. And I'm just trying to like help them out. So there's a million of them. What I need you to do is just go in the chat and just put, I need help selling my deal in Dallas wholesaling. What I want you to do is make sure if somebody has the badge verified closer, you do a deal with them. Because that's somebody who's given me HUDs. And I say, this guy's a verified closer or gal. Now, if you want to get the verified closer badge, email support@flipwithrick 200K of HUDs. That's what I asked.
I can barely hear you, man. You're breaking up.
Okay. There we go. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, much better.
Just make a post in the chat and they'll be on there. If everybody in here wants to be a verified closer on it, have a badge on there, send me 200 grand of HUDs for wholesaling. Then boom, you're good to go.
Got it. Appreciate it, man. Thank you very much.
Good luck with the deal, man. The problem, man, is you need to have somebody who can actually go there and just do the whole gamut for 50 properties. And so I'd rather not just one do. I'd rather help some people out there. So I know a couple of people that can work with you, though. All right.
Appreciate it, man. Thank you.
But if you want, email me, support@flipwork.com, and I can connect with the right people.
Got it. Thank you, man. Thank you very much.
You got to remember, there's a lot of sharks in the water. Or I could JV with you. And you got to be careful. You got to make sure you do it with the right people too, or people that at least you can verify that does well too. And there's people that haven't done a deal, but they have the buyers and they can help you too, right? So you just got to make sure you know the right people on there.
Got it. And you said your email is support@wholesaling.com?
Support@flipwork.com. Simple as that.
Okay. Thank you.
There you go. Appreciate it.
Thanks, man.
Hey, Zach, I have a question. You can help me.
Let it rip.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. Is this Stanley?
Yeah, this is Daniel, actually. It's just the Discord name, Stanley. Okay. I have a property under contract from yesterday, and she knows that I'm going to wholesale the deal. What's my best shot to find the buyer? I call a few realtors today. I call some cash buyers that I pull a list with the deal machine. I had no success yet.
Okay, tell me what we did in Deal Machine to find a buyer.
So on Deal Machine, I select cash buyers in the zip code area where the deal is.
How many people did you call?
The list was just probably like 40 properties.
Okay. How many people picked up?
Probably like 10. I'm going to do it again tomorrow because I have no other options.
I mean, what city is this?
St. Louis.
40 cash. There's way more cash buyers in St. Louis than 40, my man.
Yeah, that was in that zip code that I select. I select between 200,000 to 400,000.
Okay, we're gonna do the city, and we're gonna call all the cash sales. So let me go to St. Louis on here. St. Louis. Hold on. St. Louis, Missouri. Okay. Okay. So we go to St. Louis. We go to quick filters. We go to cash sales, cash buyers, and we have a lot. Jeez Louise, man. Is it it's single family, right?
It's a single family, yeah. And it's at 380 for sale.
Oh, bed baths.
5.3.
Jeez. Okay. Anything about a 4.2. All right. And they bought anything above 300,000. Okay. So I'm just doing a little math on here. And in this criteria, all the cash buyers that bought at least 4 bedrooms. Let's do this. It's using exact. You're popping 594 that fit that criteria. So
this is the whole city.
All the buyers that are buying houses over 300 grand.
Gotcha.
And so I would do. There's 594. I would call them all into tomorrow. No, I'd probably call them Monday. And it depends when you want the deal done, right? And
I need to close fast, so
okay,
I'm gonna do it tomorrow.
All 600 tomorrow. So I'd call all 600. Call all 600 of those people.
I will. So how should I go about that? So what I said today, I was straight up saying that I'm a wholesaler. I have a deal in the area. If they're interesting to take a look at it.
That's what I do. I basically say, hey, is this the owner of 123 Main Avenue? Hey, I saw you bought it for cash. My name's Zach. I am a wholesaler in the area. Just got a deal under contract in X zip code. See if you're looking to buy any more.
Gotcha. Okay.
I might be interested.
Thank you so much.
You know, the cool part about that is using a software like DMZack.com is you're verified that the person actually owns houses and they've bought a house before for cash. Still doesn't mean they're gonna screw you on the deal, right? But like it makes it a little bit easier.
Gotcha.
So yeah, simple as that, man. And then we go to realtor buyers and we go to title companies. I'd call the title company Monday too. I mean, there's so much we can do.
The thing is, I don't have yet a relationship with the title company. We just start a relationship basically. I never close a deal with them.
Ask them.
All right.
Right. It doesn't hurt to ask. Say, hey, I really want to close this deal. I'm talking to buyers right now. Just wondering really quick, do you know any cash buyers? Because you're a wholesaling title company that would like to buy this deal.
I will, because it's a very good deal and I have a very big margin. So I really need to close this.
Worst thing they say is no.
Yeah, you're right.
Boom. And they want to help you. They want to get that closing fee. They have no allegiance to wholesalers of protecting buyers. That's why I love title companies.
Gotcha.
There we go.
Okay, Zach. Thank you.
All right, appreciate it.
Hey, Zach, I got another question for you.
Okay, let it rip. Whoever is talking.
Oh, go ahead, man. I think somebody else was waiting.
Thanks, I appreciate it. A quick question. I'm sure you're familiar with wraps. I mean, do you know if any buyers looking for any type of wrap or how to connect with buyers that are looking for wraps that don't necessarily cash flow, but they're a great property and like there's like 5% down to take it over?
Is this John who said that?
Yeah.
Bro, what investor wants to buy a wrap that ain't gonna cash flow?
I was told some are looking for, if it's a really nice property, that they're interested in that if they don't really have to put down any money, really.
I mean, some, but like most investors are investors to invest.
Right.
If I can't make money, like cash flow is a big part of real estate. The reason is because guess what happens if real estate goes down 20%?
They're screwed.
That's what cash flow is for. Cash flow, if I'm making cash flow, if real estate goes down, I could still cover the monthly cost on it. So you ruin a lot of those type of people. The only people that, in my opinion, that buy, there's two. Only people that buy real estate that doesn't cash flow is number one, developers, because they'll buy land or they'll buy something that's stupid and just tear it down, develop it, right? I'm trying to wholesale a 9,000 square foot house. Sorry, 9,000 square foot school in Kansas right now. That thing ain't getting cash flow, but it'll go to a developer. We're working on that. Number two is going to be a speculator. So someone who buys land to land bank it. That works out pretty well. And then number three is going to be basically somebody who's going to be the end buyer that doesn't care about cash flow because they want to live in the house and they love it. It's their dream home with the white picket fence.
Right.
So investors don't, unless they're speculating, which I don't think you're in a speculating town, unless you're downtown Austin, right? Or a downtown area. It's going to be tough, man. And so specifically, you're asking me, I would say, this is my opinion, I think you're wasting your time trying to ask rental landlords or investors if they want to buy houses that ain't going to cash flow. That's just me, though. Why isn't going to cash flow?
Right.
Usually it's the interest rate's too high, right?
Well, these ones are actually like 4, 3, like 2.8. It's just the market has very low rent. So the rent's kind of, it wouldn't cash flow because the rent's already
That's crazy.
close.
That is nuts.
It's Alabama. So maybe that's why.
Like where? Like are we talking Montgomery, Birmingham, Huntsville? Like it's got to be
Huntsville,
rural.
yeah.
Huntsville? That's a good rental market,
Yeah.
man.
These ones ain't cash flow in the areas.
Jeez, man.
I don't know what to tell you with that.
That's a nice growing market too. It's weird, man. I mean, Huntsville's hot for wholesaling because if you compare Birmingham and Mobile, I just popped up the data just to confirm this because this was like a couple of years ago. Birmingham and Mobile's populations are declining while Huntsville's one of the only ones in Alabama that's increased. Madison County is insane. That's weird, man. Dang. Yeah. I heck, maybe find somebody in here who has a buyer for it. I doubt it, but try it.
Is it possible to sell that to a retail buyer somehow? Like get
Yeah, an
connected
end
with
buyer. Go find an end buyer that wants to buy it cash. That is okay with you doing a wrap. It's hard.
How would you do that?
You would have to do a rent to own. You'd have to go to Craigslist. You would have to go to Facebook, say rent to own home for sale.
Oh, okay.
And then you'd find a rent to own person who doesn't have the right credit. You still have to do some underwriting on them. But yeah, you could sell it with that. That's the best way to do it. Usually I take over a property subject to, then I sell it on a wrap to someone like that. Because I squeeze a lot of I squeeze the meat off the bone there. So I get all the profit there.
Okay, gotcha. Well, I appreciate that, Zach.
Of course. No worries.
All right, man. Zach, quick question, bro. This is Renee, by the way. You can consider me like a complete bird dog. I just got my LLC to start wholesaling. I'm in, Palm Beach, and you heard me kind of talk about Sarasota earlier. What would be, in your opinion, right now, like the top 3 or top 5, like counties or cities to focus on, like in Florida? It's not that I don't want to do another market outside of the state.
Yeah.
But I kind of want to be able to go see something physically, especially doing this for the first time.
Yeah. If you're going to go virtual, I would say Palm Bay, Space Coast is really good.
Okay.
St. Lucie County. If you look up a chart of the top rental increases in the past 5 years, St. Lucie County is number 2 or 3. It just, all the New Yorkers just keep flowing in. And all the, how do I say it? A lot of more like conservative fellows from like all over the place that live in like Minnesota, they all flow to Florida now. They all flow to Texas.
Yeah.
Right? And so a lot of those people are just coming in. It's hot. It's good. It's increasing. So we like that too. So St. Lucie County, Palm Bay, and another one I still love is Panhandle of Florida.
Like Fort Myers.
No, Panhandle. So like basically Pensacola, Escambia County. It's kind of Alabama, except it's Florida. It's Florabama. That's what they call it. Those are the top three, I would say. But if you're locally doing it, cheap real estate in Palm Beach County is where I make a lot of money. Like I'll still make 80, 90 grand flipping condos in Palm Beach County. Like
condos.
I've
been like trying to target like single family homes and trying to stay away from condos for some reason. I'm not sure why I have that hang up.
Affordable living is really good there. You make a lot of money doing condos, man. Green Acres has a ton of them. Green Acres works. I don't like.
You don't run into any like hassles dealing with like HOAs or communities or anything like that
all the time.
Yeah.
Go talk to a guy that owns a $700,000 house and offers 7% of the value. That's a real hassle. Okay, by far. Like heck, I'm helping this one guy. His name's Matt. He's in Flipper Plus. He's going to make 90 grand in Boca Raton just doing what I just told you.
Just for a condo, yeah, that's crazy. Boca's a super huge area to work on that way. So.
And I'm not going to reveal his list, but I think everyone can guess what list that was. Where he's making 90 grand. There's only one list, you're going to make 90 grand. And it costs him $0.
Probate.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say anything,
Makes sense,
Renee.
man.
But Renee, if you pulled the Palm Beach County probates, you could have gotten that deal. But you chose not to.
Hey, man, I'm
just letting you know.
Working on it. I've been doing this.
It hurts me because I pulled the
for the
probate
last
in Palm
5
Beach and I didn't
days,
make
so
90 grand.
I'm getting there.
I pulled a list and I didn't get 90 grand from that deal. I verified that I called that lead. But he got it because he was at the right time, right place. I'm not mad. I'm
right place, right time, man. That's
right.
how it
Because
works. Yeah.
You know, like he's gonna JV with me, so we'll be fine. But like, you know what I mean? Right place, right time. So when I get everyone crying that like, oh, you know, like I'm one of the top wholesalers in my area, still guys can get 90K pops in my market because just right time, right place, right time.
Hey, if I ever come across a deal here, especially since we're like local to each other, would you consider, you know, JVing with me since I'm like super green to this?
I'll JV if you're in Dallas. I don't care.
Gotcha. Appreciate that, man. Thank you.
I've been saying this forever. For me to make, if I'm making a $40,000 deal and I split it, I make 20 grand. To make 20 grand doing this versus making 20 grand doing a coaching program or something, like it's so much. Everyone knows why I'm not a guru, because to make 20 grand off a JV deal, I don't even do it right. I give it to my dispo guy and he does it. So like I just make 20 grand and it took me an hour of work. Like that's why I do what I do. So, you know, I'm not trying to hop people on individual one-on-one Zooms for you know, $500 a month. Like that's why I don't, you know, it's JVing is the way, man.
Yo, Zach,
Right.
quick question. If you were to start over, would you focus more on acquisition or buying or finding like a good cash buyer list? If you had to pick one to start, I know they both go kind of hand in hand, but marketing first to try to find the leads and then focus on finding the buyers after?
Yeah, marketing is king for everything. Everything.
Right.
Marketing is everything. Yeah, marketing is everything.
Is that a quick question?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Nico here. So I spent the week marketing and kind of in a pickle here, and I don't really know what to do. So I have the leads for myself, but I got a few leads from a few people on our Discord. So which one do you think I should focus on more, leads or the list that I got from the person in the Discord?
All of them.
Got you.
Hey, leads are leads.
I also had a
You gotta work all of them. You gotta work all the leads. Like you could, if you sat down and try to get all those leads under contract, like it won't take you 12 hours to do.
Right.
Like how many leads is it?
You said what?
How many leads is it?
Over 3,000.
3,000 leads?
A list.
Okay, let's differentiate here. Leads or lists? Like when I say
I'm
lead,
probably talking about a 3,000 person list or
so if you
address
pull a
list.
list, it's a list lead. There's difference between a lead. A lead is something, hey, I want to sell my house. I'm a qualified lead. I want to sell my house. Now, if you're talking about a list, I would do what the Discord guy gave you. Is it just a regular run-of-the-mill prop stream deal machine batch list?
Yeah.
Okay, I mean, there's no inherent value to that list.
So you think I should focus on my own list?
What kind of list do you have?
Because I got them government lists.
Government lists all day, every day.
Government lists, for sure.
Yeah, there's nothing inherently valuable about a paid list. No, it's not bad, but like if anyone can get it, it's not that valuable.
The harder to get the list, the better the leads.
Usually, yeah. Not for everything, but usually, yes. Like the rest list is sometimes hard, but like it's not the best sometimes. Sometimes arrest records are amazing.
Yeah, Zach, I kind of have a question again because you were saying that you could wholesale condos. I was kind of hearing you with that other guy. Wait, so how would you go about that? It's just the exact same?
Condos outside of the 55 plus are the best. Now, every condo has their HOAs and all these rules and all this and this and this. But usually, a lot of these condos don't have stupid, crazy rules. Anyone can buy it. Anyone can't buy it, right? So it's just like buying a house in an HOA. You just got to make sure it's not like the HOA is not ran by like a dictator. You're pretty much good to go. I've had some HOA. I mean, it's Florida, man, right? Like you can't be a corporation. You can't own more than 2 houses. You have to be approved by an interview with the board. All these things, right? Like a lot of the probates that me and Rick wholesale, like if they're like condos and they're good deals, like some of these HOAs are stupid. They're like you have to go at the Tuesday meeting at 3 p.m. and have the board approve you to live at the house. Just crazy. But I'll have Rick there and he'll make everyone feel good and that's it.
Okay then.
But you'd have your cash buyer do that. Simple as that.
Oh, okay. So because when I was going through the Brevard, I'm saying it wrong. Yeah, when I was going through the Brevard probates, I saw a lot of like condos and all that stuff. I just skipped them over. So if I ever get them, whatever, and lock one up, I could just send it over to you guys.
Oh yeah.
Okay, no problem then.
And then that deal you sent me in Melbourne was in the hood, like the hood.
Yeah, Rick. I was talking to Rick about that. He said like, it's too.
Let me tell you a secret about America. If there's bars on the windows, you don't want to live there.
It's funny because in Canada,
this ain't Canada, homeboy. Okay,
it's funny because in Canada that it means it's like higher class. You only see bars on like the wood windows and stuff. Like
that's because you live like Drake, man.
In Toronto,
we're all like here, dude. Like that's why Drake, like he doesn't understand the life. Like it's different, man. It's just a lot different.
I think Family Matters was better though. That's just my opinion.
Okay, spoken like a real Canadian.
Yeah.
Okay, as a Jamaican, do you like it when he starts speaking like Jamaican in some of his raps?
Yes. Yeah, bro. Drake is the most versatile rapper. That's what I like about him. He's so and people say he's stealing people's souls.
Why is this guy he tries speaking in this accent? It's like, man, oh Lord. I saw him try to rap.
You better check on Drake after the Kendrick Lamar thing. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, no, I saw him at the white party. Yo, he's looking kind of crazy.
He's a legit amazing Jamaican guy. Actually, wait, DeAndre, one last thing. Have you heard that white rapper guy it's English, but he speaks that Jamaican? Dude,
bro, I'm gonna say a name, but I don't know if that's him. I don't want to be Central C because he's black. Wait, what is Central C?
No, man, he's like white. He looks white.
BLP kosher is
M. Turn red.
Oh my god!
I know. Show you this guy.
Yeah, he's like white, but he's got full blown out red skin.
Yeah, I heard him,
dude. Oh my gosh, man, that guy tried to be he's like fake Jamaican dude. So funny. You listen to me?
Nah, bro, I love Drake. I'm a loyal Drake fan, bro. I think, man, From Time, that one song alone, I don't think Kendrick has a song that tops that one. From Time, that one with Janae.
I don't even like Kendrick Lamar, but he did body him up in the diss. I will not put on a Kendrick Lamar song.
That second half of the verse, bro, that bodied all of Not Like Us. That second half of
I don't know.
Verse,
Watch Kendrick Lamar's Juneteenth concert, and he bodied him. Like that Juneteenth concert was like that was like his funeral.
Yeah, everybody was. That's crazy. Even SZA on. He put SZA on with Rich Baby Daddy, and he was just. And it's so crazy how like she went and man, that's crazy. Nah, I'm loyal to Drake though.
You're salty over that USA Canada basketball game, man.
Are you loyal to Drake back in the day when he was in the wheelchair?
Oh yeah, even Degrassi. Yo, I watched Degrassi. My mom was actually in Degrassi. My mom was in Degrassi Junior High in the 80s. I swear to God, say a word.
Oh Lord. All right. Well,
Zach, how often do you do these?
I do this every Friday.
Oh, it's every Friday. Oh,
every Friday. So I got to hop off, but I want everyone to hop on
Zach,
here.
When you can, check your PM.
What?
Zach, I appreciate all the help, man.
I appreciate it. So the point is, I'm on the first hour, and everybody hangs in and talks. The more quiet you are, the worse it is. Let everybody know who you are, right? You see DeAndre in here, you see him talk. We even got Weejo to talk today. So we got some big stuff going on, and now you guys hear from other people. You can message each other and you go from there, right? And so that's kind of the point. We talk, we hear people who are in the chat like during the week, and then we all get to talk. So it's pretty cool. So guys, I appreciate it. If somebody does something stupid or trolls in here, let me know and then get the boot. But appreciate it, guys. Thank you so much. And I'll see you in the chat, guys. Thanks.